Hi everybody, Miss Megan here. I'm here with Miss Dominique.
Hi everyone.
And today we are going to be showing you how to make apple slice donut snacks. So this is a fun and healthy snack that you guys could probably make on your own. You will need a little bit of grown-up supervision. This does involve some cutting, but after the cutting part is done, grown-ups, kiddos should be able to do the rest of this on their own. So this would be a fun activity for your whole family. That way your kiddos can get a little bit of cooking skills under their belt too, okay? All right, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go through everything we have first, so that way you guys can make sure you've got all of the ingredients that you need for this activity. So the first thing, most importantly, is an apple. This is a Fuji apple. You can use any kind you want, green, red, doesn't matter, whatever you want, your favorite type of apple would be perfect. We are also going to be using yogurt as our icing. It makes it a little bit of a healthier snack. If you want to use real icing, you can totally do that, but today we have yogurt. We are also going to put some food coloring in it so that it is colored and all pretty. We also have some sprinkles here, and Miss Dominique has some chocolate chunks. You can put anything you want on top of your apple donut. We will give you some more examples when we get to that part, but anything that you want to put on top of it, it's totally up to you. It is your snack, so any toppings that you want. You are going to need some kitchen tools for this as well. So first things first, you're going to need an apple corer. Yours might look like this. It might look a little bit different. Make sure you don't have one of those that also cuts it into slices, because we want our apple to look like a donut when we're all done. So it'll be a full circle with a teeny circle out in the middle. So make sure it's one that's kind of like this and isn't one that will cut it into slices too. You're also going to need a knife so that we can cut it into our donut shapes. A cutting board is always a good idea when you are cutting something with a sharp knife. You're going to need a spoon, especially if you're mixing up a color into your icing, and a knife to spread it on there, and obviously a plate so that you can put your apple donut snack on a plate to eat it, okay? So, that sounded like a lot of things, but this really isn't very hard. So we are gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way so that you guys can see. So this is the part that you will need a grown-up's help for. You're going to have to core your apple. So we're gonna put this in here. We are going to put it all the way down in there and get the whole core out of our apple. So when you're all done, you'll have the core here. You should be able to see all the way through your apple. It'll have the whole core taken out. The whole middle, the yucky part that we don't like to eat, will be gone. And then we can eat our donut-shaped apple like this. So once you've got it like this, you're gonna need to cut it into slices. They can be as thick or as thin as you want. It doesn't matter. So I'm only gonna cut ours into just a few slices. Make sure if a grown-up wants to do this part for you, that is totally fine. Grown-ups, if you want to give them a chance, just make sure that you're around, since we're going to be using sharp knives. All right. So then when we are all done, this one got a little bit messed up, so I'm using this as my example. When we're all done, we have our apple donut shape here, just like this. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to take our icing, make it whatever pretty color Miss Dominique chooses. Let's do blue. All right. Yogurt smells so good. This is vanilla cupcake flavored yogurt. I know, I picked a flavor that I thought would be delicious. Like we said earlier, you guys can use anything you want for the icing. We're using yogurt because it was a nice healthy choice. You could also use peanut butter. That would be a pretty healthy choice as well. Or if you wanted this more as a dessert, you could always use real icing. You could use melted chocolate. Anything you want that's kind of like icing consistency, anything you want you can use for the top of this. And if you want to turn it a fun color like this Dominique is doing, you can do that too. So now you see we've got our blue icing, our blue yogurt icing for our apple donuts. I'm gonna move that one too. Those two are the better ones. All right. Perfect. So she's giving me a couple of scoops, and then I'm going to take my knife and spread it all around. This part might get a little bit messy, so just watch out for that. All right. So then you can spread it all the way around. And it kind of even looks like a donut from here. You can't really even tell that it's an apple when you're just looking at the top part. But hey, I bet it'll be delicious. Make sure you've got napkins on hand too. Perfect. All right. So then, once you have your icing on your apple donut, you can put any toppings on top that you want to. Like we said, we have sprinkles and chocolate chunks today. You could put anything on top of your apple that you want to. You can use these things. You could do, what do we say, pretzels. Pretzel pieces would be good. Coconut would be delicious. If you've got any other fruit that you want to put on top of it, fruit and fruit together is always a good choice. You could put any other kind of chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, anything. Ooh, almond slivers. If you don't have a nut allergy, that would be perfect. Anything you want, really. I know that that sounds crazy, but it's totally up to you. It is your apple donut, so anything you think might be delicious, you can put on top of it. So we're going to go ahead and put some stuff on ours. Try not to make a big mess with all of your toppings. All right. All right. So we've got our... I'm going to try not to dump sprinkles all over the place. We've got our nice apple donuts here, one with sprinkles and one with chocolate chunks. Our yogurt icing. Yeah. I love it. All right, so that is really it. Like we said, it's really not too bad. The hardest part of this is going to be the cutting, so make sure you have a grown-up to help you with the cutting. But you can decorate your apple however you want, and I bet it'll be super yummy. So if you guys do this activity, we would love to see pictures of your apple donuts in the comments. If you make them when you come in, you can tell us how delicious they were. I bet they're going to be so yummy. Also, I did want to mention that this is going to be a little series that we do. We are going to be uploading a cooking video once a month. So it's just an instructional activity. There's no grab bag or anything that goes with it. It's just recipes that we thought would be pretty cool and kind of simple and easy for kids to learn some basic cooking skills. So this is the one that we've got for right now, and we will be back next month with another one. So we hope you guys enjoyed this. We put out our calendars earlier this week for October. Since it's almost the end of the month, we are looking forward to the things that we're going to do next month. We have 2 programs for school-age children. We have our Slime Time program, and we are also doing a spooky STEM story time. So we're going to read you guys a story, and we'll have an activity to go with it. It'll be a STEM activity. We also are still doing our 3 story times in the morning. So we have Miss Dominique and her sensory story time on Mondays. I am doing Bambinos on Tuesdays, and then Miss Lizzie is doing the preschool story time on Thursdays. We have a lot going on this month. Getting closer to Halloween, we have a pumpkin painting contest. So look for some more information about that. We're really excited about that one. But there's lots of really fun stuff coming up, as well as having our next cooking video go up next month too. So be sure to stop into the library and see what all we've got going on. Please let us know if you have any questions. And like we said, we would love to see photos of your apple donuts if you decide to make these at home. So thank you guys for watching, and we hope you had fun and learned something about cooking. Bye! Bye.